Spacey Sims, and we're back with more Piofiore, and we are going to start Yang's good, normal ending. So, we have to go to chapter 7. Good. With, oh, okay, hold on. There we go. Low affinity and low wisdom. Huh. Low affinity, low wisdom, yes. Ooh, chapter 7. Hesitance. Okay. And then we click the Skippy button. Skippy button. We skip our meanwhile stories. Oh, hey! What will happen to Yang? Dante's not dead! We have to watch this again? If I go to you, what will become of Yang? The Falzone family isn't after Yang, right? If it's your wish, perhaps we could let him go. I don't believe him in lies. The Mafia boss is not a job for the humane. Well said. There's something particularly convincing about it, coming from you. I was silent, looking at them with bold eyes. Nope. And now we're gonna kill Dante again. Alright, ready? Like, Dante, don't kill my man! Oh my god, you killed Dante! That hurts. And now we're gonna get busy. When Lee attacked, Yang came to save me. He didn't cut me off or say he was no longer interested. Considering the kind of person Yang was, my heart filled with happiness. Interesting. When I thought back on when he saved me, my heart beat even faster. I remember what Yang told me before. Give it up. Why do you think I've let you be? I could have taken you by force any time. That better not count as the CG, because we've already seen that one, thank you. If Yang says the same thing to me tonight, I hadn't been longing for... Oh, I had been longing for his return, but I couldn't help but tense up. Oh, Yang, welcome back... I'm sleeping. Despite my tension, Yang said very little and lay down on the bed. Well, that's funny, because actually, after he killed Dante, we got boned, and it was like, we let him kill Dante, and then we just had sex with him? Like, we weren't a little traumatized by that? I guess we don't love Dante as much as I do, but... Now we don't. Why do I have mixed feelings? I silently stared at Yang, and shortly afterwards, I could hear him fall asleep. So much happened today. I understand he's exhausted. I quietly started to get ready for bed, careful not to wake Yang. Interesting. And then there's Elena. Okay. We should be... We skip, cooperate, and boredom. Okay. Okay, so, well, I took the empty dishes, blah, 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 Yang. Oh, wait. Maybe we were supposed to still be skipping? Oh, well. Now we're in chapter 8. I don't know. Oh, Elena's recovery was better than we expected. Yang told me to watch her for 2 weeks, but her withdrawals subsided after a few days. After a week, she began to show me the same smiles she used to give. Oh wait, Daylight is this chapter. Oh, this is a whole different chapter. Okay, cool. It seemed the drugs that were given to her were only the ones in circulation before, and not the red peony. She was very lucky that the red peony hadn't been used on her while at Lee's side. If we saved her too late, it could have been too late for her. If we saved her too late, it could have been too late. That's literally what you just... Okay. What's the matter, Elena? It's kind of funny. I've gotten so accustomed to the Chinese porridge. She must have eaten similar food at Lee's place. I used to love risotto, but lately, I've come to like this more. It is delicious and easy to eat. Right? Even when I don't have much of an appetite, I can eat this. Say, Space? What is it, Elena? That man... He's no longer here, is he? Yes, so everything's fine now. Did he... die? Yes. And then he really is gone. Elena's eyes lowered and she sighed. Who killed him? The Falzone? The Visconti? I would rather not talk about Lee when Elena's in this kind of state, but I wanted Elena to know the whole story if it would help her relax, so I decided to be honest. Yes. Lee was connected to both those families, but Yang was the one who stopped him. I see. Come to think of it, that man would say from time to time, and then he was going to drag Yang down and bring the Lao Shu under his control. He must have done many things to warrant his death by his own family. Elena's shoulders slumped with a sigh. Her body may be feeling better, but seeing her expression, I remembered how she was treated when she was at Lee's. More than her body, I was worried about the emotional scar she would have to bear. But really, you're okay now. Not mentally or emotionally. I wanted Elena to feel as safe as she could, so I continued. Yang has no plans to hurt you, Elena. Elena peered into my eyes and asked me as if she was looking for an answer. Lee told me that you've become Yang's woman. Is that true? Well, that was the story we told the others here. Did I need to hide it from Elena as well? She asked so suddenly I didn't know what to say. If she had asked me a little while ago, I may have said no. But the reason I hesitated now was because I realized my feelings toward Yang. Elena saw me go silent and looked at me. And there's one more thing that's been on my mind. Oh? What is it? I heard them in here talking amongst one another. I heard the Lao Shu were going to take care of the Visconti as soon as possible. If a full-scale battle begins, I wonder if this place would be safe. Elena's question and the anxiety she felt were legitimate. If conflict erupted, there was a chance this place would turn into a battlefield. I don't want her to go experience danger. I don't want her to go through anymore. I don't want her to go experience danger. Well, I mean, who would? Don't want her to go through anymore. Like, I know what she's saying, but why does it seem odd? Well, if that is true, I'm going to ask Yang if he can at least return you to the church. You two must be close. Well, I mean, sometimes. I mean, as close as you can physically get. I don't know if he'll listen, but I'll try my best to convince him, okay? I promised Elena. Okay. If that's what you want, go ahead. What? Yang's response was so easy, I didn't know what to say. I mean, this is very similar. The conversations we have with Elena are different, but then we're going to return her to the church and like... After talking to Elena, I immediately went to Yang to ask. I wanted to update him on Elena's condition and asked to send her back to the church as soon as possible. I never expected him to agree so quickly, and my eyes grew wide. I'll have my men prepare a car. And did you want to ride with them? I can? Do as you please. Both the Falzone and the Visconti have been slow lately. Going to Arca shouldn't be a problem. Why don't you make an appearance at the church? I never expected Yang to say such a thing. He's kind, but he's too kind. Was Yang this kind of a person? As much as I doubted him, Yang's suggestion honestly made me really happy. Maybe, if I asked him now, if I told him I wanted to go back to the church, he may let me. Such a thought crossed my mind, but I didn't have the courage to ask. What if Yang said, do as you please? I'd have to separate from Yang. Before I knew it, I found myself longing to spend my days with him. Space stepped out for a moment. Whenever I didn't need to converse with anyone, I couldn't help but think back to that day when that man took me. The day of the provisioning in Strano. Space, sorry for the wait. I bought you some too, so let's eat it together. She should have been waiting for me outside, but she was gone. I looked around to see where she went. And just then I saw someone being taken to the alley. Her golden hair shone in the setting sun. What are you doing? Damn it, she saw us. What a pain. But she's a pretty nice looking broad. I'm sure she'd fetch a premium. Stop! The men's hands reached out for me. I I tried to resist, but they punched me too, and Spacey and I were taken. I was taken to an abandoned building, and I felt a needle piercing my skin. My vision went blurry and my body was hot, yet my mood felt much lighter. No matter what was done to me, it didn't seem to pertain to me. She seemed to have been taken to a different place. At first, I was so worried. Was she safe? Was she enduring anything horrible, like you're about to be? But as time went on, I couldn't think about anything.
We're gonna send these women home with the next ship, right? What a waste. Did you want to have more fun? Well, that too, but depending on where they're sold, they'll die anyway, right?
I heard the men talking. I no longer had the energy to understand what was being said.
Hey. Oh, Lee! What's the matter?
Don't count that woman. Give her to me.
What? But I've already reported the amount of women to the homeland.
Huh? Can you not listen to my order?
Oh, no, I mean, of course you can have her if you say so, Lee. Are you sure you're okay with her? We already used her.
I can tell. We already used her. I hope you don't mean we already drugged her, because when you say used, that sounds... Oh, God. Look, you know what Lee did to her, but you were like, okay, it was Lee. Just one person. But now it's like these guys, oh, we all took Poor fucking Elena. At least you were drugged. But you still, when you're sober, you're like, I remember everything. Oh, God. He grabbed my arm, which was dirty. I like her face. I'm taking her with me. Make up some excuse to the home country.
Yes, sir.
Tell him one of them died.
Sorry, one of them died.
I was thrown into a pretty little room. The man called Lee spoke to me in a tone that was reminding me.
You listen to me. You're my toy. I'll have you here until I'm bored with you. If you stay quiet, and then I'll feed you and maybe even dress you up. Doesn't that make you happy? Are you listening?
Yes. By that time, I'd already lost the capacity to think about anything, so I barely understood what he was saying to me. Reflecting back on that time without the drugs in my system, I saw it clearly. That man saved me. If he hadn't given me a hand that day, I would have ended up with the worst fate. As long as I didn't upset him, he wouldn't hit me, and if I listened to him, he'd feed me. Whenever I ran out of drugs and felt pain, he gave me some. If I wanted it, he granted my wish. Not having a supply hurt so much. It drove me mad. As time went by, I remembered what he gave me.
Oh my God, is Elena gonna try to kill Yang? Because, she's like, they killed him! He was nice to me! Girl, I understand that you're like, he saved me from a worse fate, but he's also trash. So, you're just climbing your way out. You were at the bottom of the trash barrel. Then you were at the middle, and now you're at the top of the trash pile with me. I'm the trash queen. Thank you very much. Say hello to my trash king, Yang. He is king of trash. He's the king of the trash bandos, but it's okay. We love him anyway.
Oh, God. I am so glad you two are both safe. When we returned to the church, Sister Sophia cried as she welcomed both of us. I for a second thought we were Elena again. So I was going to read it, and I'm like, no, wait, we're not in the others thing. None of us were able to get in contact. She must have been worried all this time. Sister Sophia looked even thinner than usual. When we arrived at the church, Elena said she was tired, so we walked her to her room. I decided to have a talk with Sister Sophia. The things that have happened to me and what happened to Elena. I'm sorry for not being able to contact you for so long. It doesn't matter now. You two have finally returned safely. And that alone is enough to be thankful for. But I have to go back now. No, but why? Her face clouded and she clasped her hands together in prayer. I put my hands over hers. Please don't worry about me, Sister Sophia. Yang is protecting me at the moment. I can't believe it. That Yang of the Lao Shu. Yes, I completely understand what you're thinking. Among the Berlin Mafia families, the Lao Shu were the most notorious. Before I was involved with them, I didn't agree with the things they did either. I'm not sure I agree with them now. It was only natural for Sister Sophia to be distrustful of them. If it were the Falzone family. Why would she bring up the Falzone family? I wondered for a moment, but it was clear the difference. It's kind of funny that, like, Dante or Nickel is one of the first routes you have to do, but, like, Dante basically tells you all the answers. It's kind of weird. Like, he's poster boy, and you go down his route first, and then you're in Yang's route, like, no clue about anything, and you're like, feels like you should have gone down Yang's route almost first, you know what I mean? You don't really know what's going on, and then all of a sudden, it's just weird. Anyway. Their donations to the church were immense. Furthermore, they were comprised of pure Italians and very religious. I didn't blame Sister Sophia for thinking so. Oh, you just don't know, girl. But I can't trust the Falzones. I've seen the Falzones sacrifice many people. I also saw Dante die, so... Please take care of Elena. She's been emotionally scarred. I've seen the Falzones kill a lot of sacrifice people. And, like, Yang kills his men personally just for looking at him wrong. So, I mean, we don't really have a right to judge. So, you really can't stay behind. I'm sorry. Please, be careful. I hear that Yang is a dangerous man. Yes, thank you, Sister Sophia. By the time I went outside, it was evening. I looked out into the gentle, dark red sky and recalled Sister Sophia's words. I used to think that Yang was dangerous. But what about now? He wasn't only a dangerous person. I know that he could actually be kind as well. I continued thinking about Yang as a person until I returned to the Lao Shu's base. The end. When I entered the room, Yang was already there. He was sitting on the bed, drinking directly from the bottle. Seeing how light the bottle was in his hand, I could tell that the contents were almost empty. But he doesn't look too drunk. There was still reason in his eyes. Yang clicked his tongue and muttered, "He's drinking because he didn't think you'd come back. Can't get drunk." He seems like he's drunk a lot, though. I wondered if he was worried about something. He's one of those people, "I don't get drunk at all." You're always Chavez. I'm perfectly fine. Excuse me, ma'am. That's a wall. I wondered if he was worried about something. Yeah, he's worried about you not coming back. That's when I remembered. I heard the men here talking amongst one another. I heard the Lao Shu are going to take care of the Visconti as soon as possible. If a full-scale battle begins, I wonder if this place would be safe. Yang? I could be wrong, but are you going to fight the Visconti soon? Yeah, tomorrow. Tomorrow? I may be able to have fun for the first time in a while. I have to get drunk or I can't sleep. I see. I responded in a lamenting tone, but Yang seemed to be having fun. But I just felt anxious. If a battle begins, so many people will die. I'm sure even if I asked him to stop, he wouldn't listen to me. I knew how powerful Yang was. Yet it didn't quell the anxiety rising in my chest. I have a favor to ask of you. It smells so funky. What is it? He gave me a curt response and didn't look my way. If something were to happen to him tomorrow... I couldn't gather my thoughts, but I needed to tell him tonight. Silence fell over the room. I can't express it to him with words. I must tell him without words. I threw my body at him and pushed down the defenseless Yang. Okay, I need a CG of her on top of him, I'm sorry. Yes? No? I don't know. The bottle fell from his hand, and I could hear it clang and roll around on the floor. Yes! Oh my god. Okay. I know he's just in profile, but he looks so hot in that profile. Oh my god. I love it. It's really the reverse of two of his CGs where he's just on top of us, but we're on top of him. But also, god, he's gorgeous in that profile. Yang seemed surprised, but looked up at me with cold eyes. Finally, our eyes have met. His gaze seemed rather hollow, so I couldn't tell if he was actually looking at me. That alone made me feel relieved and happy.
Oh my god. Oh, she is like straddling him. Hi, hello. But I still love it.
I was thinking, you may not come back tomorrow.
He's also like, the fuck is happening? I love it.
And that scares me. My fingers trembled and I grabbed Yang's clothes. I don't know how to be rid of this anxiety, but I could do this. The only thing that could save me, or so I thought. What do you want?
Oh, you know what she wants, sweetie. And I actually really like if this is where she's going, that the girl, she's just gonna grab the bull by the horns and ride it to town, huh? Jesus. Girl! I'm so proud of you.
Look, she has her moments. She had that one stupid thing.
Don't run into dark alleys! I'm gonna run into the dark alley! The fuck?
But most of the time, for a good little Christian girl, or Catholic, I'm assuming they're Catholic, it's probably Catholic, it's Italian, right? Catholic, yeah, probably. Italy, yeah, 1920, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, God-fearing church girl, raised in the church. I understand her being a little more like, I get it, maybe it's because it's the 20s. We're a little more sexually free here than every other goddamn game that's like takes place like modern day, and everyone's like, oh, I can't, I don't know, oh my god, he looked at me, oh, you wilting wallflowers, I'm gonna knock your vase fucking off. Go, get out of here. You know, but for a girl that you expect, she's gonna be all embarrassed and a tither about everything, because, you know, good little church girl, and she's more like, okay, like, we're in love now, let's bone. And like this, hello, she's straddling this man. I'm so proud of you. I can't even. Like, she gets a little, like, it's a little embarrassing. Like, what, in front of people? Yeah, I mean, that's, okay, I get you. But she's not as, like, oh, for fuck's sake, stop it. It's not anywhere near as bad. I think she's one of my favorites. Just because she's not as fucking stupid as all the rest of them. Like, oh no, I'm so embarrassed. It's so awkward. I know we have, like, 2 kids, but, like, oh my god, don't look at me like that. Oh. And it's not... Again, maybe I should read it more like it's like, oh my god, I'm just giggling because it's cute. Like, you're so in love with your spouse that they kiss you on the cheek and you're like, I giggled because I'm like, that's cute, you're funny. Not like, oh my god, I'm burning in shame and embarrassment. It's gotta be the wording. Stop calling it embarrassed, because embarrassed is like, oh my god, I just tripped and fell and spilled all my shit in the cafeteria and everyone's laughing at me. I'm embarrassed now. Like, oh my god, humiliation, I'm gonna die of shame. Like, your husband kisses you on the cheek and you giggle. You're like, ah, that's cute. It's not really embarrassment. But, like, I get that's what maybe that's what they're going for, and I just read it wrong, but it's like, stop. Like, oh, I giggled because it's so cute, and I'm, like, shy or something. Fine. But, like, good lord. Good lord! Anyway, I'm just proud of her, is all I'm saying, because, like, this is hot. He's hot. That man, look at his face. It's so fine in this. Jesus. Look at his fucking eyes in this. Well, because you can only see one, but, like, good God. His low voice was direct, and I couldn't bring myself to answer. My fingertips touching him were hot. If there's something you want, reach out for it. Express it yourself. As he prompted me, I can't. I can't see. If there's something you want, grab it. I don't... Okay. I didn't want to lose him. I was scared of what was to come tomorrow. So I decided to reach out to him. I closed my eyes and put my lips to his. I didn't really know what to do, so I gave him a small peck that lasted just a moment. I pulled back, feeling the heat on my lips. My heart was pounding so fast I thought it would burst. But despite how I felt, his golden eyes still remained cold. Didn't we already have sex with him? Or was like that was the first night after he killed Dante? I thought he had sex with us once before. So, like, I mean, I get that she's still like, we had sex once and this is weird, but, like, now he's making me kind of initiate, and that's awkward for her because she's never done it before, but I'm not sure if the awkwardness is like the, I'm going to kiss you? Okay, wait, I'm taking charge, or like the awkwardness of, because we didn't have sex with him yet. I can't. I feel like the after Dante was the second time, which we didn't do in this path, so. Anyway, But despite how I felt, his golden eyes still remained cold. The unstoppable heat he couldn't endure that used to long for me was no longer there.
I don't feel like it.
What?
I can't get in the mood tonight.
Oh, of course. I thought back on my actions and felt my face burn with embarrassment. I was acting selfish. I regretted it and got off of him. Yang put his hand on my head as if to calm me and muttered,
"If I can, I'd rather reach for you when I want you. Just like that night."
Yang, I knew which night he was referring to.
Yeah, that was the first time, yeah. I've never felt like that in my life. So I'm interested in what would happen if I got you when I wanted you. But I don't know if I'll feel that way again.
I couldn't say anything, and he looked away, picking up the bottle on the floor.
I'm gonna drink a little more. You rest.
Meanwhile, story resolve. Yay.
I was like, when it said resolve, and then we went to others at the church, and I was like, it's gonna be Elena, isn't it? Is it her resolve to kill Yang because she's mad at him for killing Lee?
Well, Sister Sophia wasn't looking. I snuck out of the church. I still felt weak and couldn't walk straight, but without turning back, I stepped out onto the night streets and ran. I knew exactly where I was going.
Interesting.
Even though he told me to, I was wide awake. I couldn't fall asleep so easily and ended up being awake all night. The following day, I was left alone in the dining hall with nothing to do. Yang, Faye, and Lon were all getting prepared, and I barely spoke to them at all today. Before I knew it, there were only a few men left behind to guard the base. And I felt a little lonely. It can't be helped. I'm sure everyone is preoccupied. This may be a good opportunity to make something. I'm sure when everyone returns, they'll be hungry. Yang eats anything without complaint, and I'm sure Lon and Faye would appreciate it.
Hey, girlie.
Hearing a voice, I stopped my train of thought and looked at him. What's the matter?
There's a girl going crazy outside, demanding to see you. I think she's the girl who was with us until a few days ago.
I rushed outside and indeed saw her standing there. Elena, what happened to you? Please, I need you to come with me! Without answering me, Elena grabbed my hand. Elena? How did she have so much strength? Oh, interesting. Detriment. Uh-huh.
Come out here, Redford!
We know you're in here! It's pointless hiding!
The twins took the lead down the hallway. I was walking behind them and looked outside, and a strange sense come over my skin. I didn't sense anyone in this mansion. Did they read my movements? I shouldn't have showed any signs. I was cautious in our preparations. Seems they won't go down so easily. Redford, where are you? Stop hiding and get out here!
Ah! What's this?
The Visconti were waiting. They all shot at once. A submachine gun. Despite being inside, they fired bullets like heavy rain. But it was difficult to control. No matter how good the weapon, it's meaningless if it doesn't hit. Seems like our plan was leaked. Uh-oh. This sounds more like a bad ending. I have a bad feeling. How did she have so much strength?
She had gripped me tightly and my brows furrowed. Elena seemed desperate to take me somewhere.
To wherever the Visconti is?
Wait, where are you taking me, Elena? We're almost there. Please, come with me. Huh? This is Krita. This way! It's this building! Without letting me stop her, Elena pulled me in.
Oh, fuck.
Wait, Elena! As soon as we got in the building, we heard an intense gun battle. Why would she be bringing me into the firefight?
You can't! This place is... I desperately tried to stop her, but Elena swung my hand away and started running. Without any hesitation, she jumped into the room in front of us. What is she doing? I'm so confused about this.
Hi, Yang, there's someone in the back with that thing. We can't escape.
Seeing that we were welcomed in, I wasn't surprised. I sensed a familiar presence among the men.
Orlok, why are you at the Visconti?
Weren't you from the church? Gosh, you're so confusing.
No hard feelings. This is what His Excellency wanted.
Orlok looked at me and spoke simply. So, Rosberg sided with the Visconti. He realized that he couldn't control the Lao Shu, so he changed partners. None taken. I've always wanted to fight you.
Hey, wait! I don't think he's worth your time, Yang.
That's right. We'll handle him, Yang. Look for Redford. Oh, we'll handle him. Yang, look for Redford. And the twins were ready to fight and jumped in to tell me to go. But once they get going, I can't stop them. Do as you please. I figured I'd handle the guy with the submachine gun and turned around. The man holding the weapon was so assured of his safety that he showed no signs of fear. And there's no value in a machine you can't handle. Once I get closer, those guns will be a major disadvantage. I kicked the floor. As I gained momentum toward them, the gun began to go off again. I knew it. Neither accurate nor refined. Perhaps not many would charge straight toward them, facing the barrel of a gun. I smirked, seeing the submachine gun unable to aim. I closed the distance and swung my weapon without hesitation. Dead. Without a word, the man fell over and I kicked him aside to pave the way. I looked back at the twins fighting Orlok, and the battle was a flurry of swords. The timing of their attacks matched almost exactly, with only the slightest adjustments. The difference was difficult to distinguish. One wrong move and you're a goner. Not bad, but not as good as me. Okay, like, I'm not really sure what I want to happen here, because, like, I don't really want anyone to die. But if it's, like, the twins or Orlok, you're like, I mean, I feel like I should have to side with the twins. But at the same time, I don't want them to kill Orlok, but I also don't want him to kill them. Which is very torn. Before their attacks could hit Orlok, he took a deep step in and swung his sword. He did die in Dante's best ending, didn't he? Like, Jesus. Fell as blood spread from his shoulder.
Hey!
Lon screamed Faye's name and then slid between him and Faye to protect him. Screamed Faye's name, then slid between him and... I feel like it should be more like him and Orlok, because you're talking about Faye and then you're...
I'm fine. Be careful.
Faye gripped his shoulder, unable to pick up his weapon. I won't be able to fight with that injury. Seeing movement in the corner of my eye, I gripped my blood-stained weapon tighter. I heard the sound of a gunshot. Welcome. I gotta say, you're not the type I usually invite over this late at night. Yang, you see this? His gun was... Oh. Fucking Elena fucked me over, this bitch. His gun was pointed at Spacey as he held her around the neck. This hurts. His arm was choking me and I could barely move. Not only that, his grip around my neck was so strong. Felt I'd faint any moment. This is supposed to be the good ending, by the way. I'm just saying. We're also missing a CG. But if you don't want me to hurt her, let us just kill you.
What the hell? That's not fair!
Lon screamed as she held Faye. I forgot we were me again. Not fair. Didn't think I'd hear that from a Lao Shu. I'm just using my noggin. Besides, this all happened because you can't handle your own men. That's how you get screwed over in the end. Really? You're making my ears bleed. I should have done away with you sooner. Of course, Yang showed no signs of panic and smirked as if this were all funny. He's not going to let them know. Oh my god, Elena. Give him back! Elena. I wanted to be by his side. I wanted to be with him. In her hand was a gun that didn't suit her nature at all. I didn't know, Elena. I thought back on her demeanor, and it all made sense. You weren't relieved because you were finally free of Lee. You didn't want to lose him.
Cut it out! She saved you! Can't you think of her feelings? She wanted to save you all this time!
Lon ran over toward Elena and swung her weapon. Is Lon gonna fucking kill Elena? Because, like... Although panicked, Elena awkwardly pointed her gun at Lon. Just then...
I won't let you. I'm going to stop the Lao Shu.
Hey! No, no. Oh! How dare you! I'm actually okay if Lon kills Elena. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, at first you were like, don't anything happen. You know what, bitch? You point a gun at my man. That's it. We're out. Check it. Check this bitch before she wrecks my shit, okay? Orlok cut him from the side and knocked Lon's body away. Lon fell in a heap on the floor and blood spread out over her clothes. Orlok must have stabbed Lon with his dagger when they came in contact. This is a fucked up good ending. Normal ending, but still. Lon! Faye was already injured, but he desperately ran toward Lon. I should have killed you. Yang's eyes narrowed. He swung the twin hooks in his hands, flicking away the blood and sweat. He turned toward Elena. If you weren't there... Although Elena pulled the trigger, her aim didn't hit Yang. Not only that, the recoil of the gun caused her to fall back. And then, since I killed Lee, I'm gonna kill you. Yang looked down at her and slashed without hesitation. I'm not gonna lie. I couldn't stop him. We are gonna be pissed about this, but I'm not. Like, bitch tried to shoot my man. I can't really blame him for killing her. Also, it's kind of your fault that Lon got injured. So, sorry, Elena. No. Bitch, no. Nobody hurt Leo, though. I don't give a fuck what side he's on. Nobody has my loyalty like Leo, okay? He's a good puppy. He's a good boy. He's innocent. Don't hurt him. Like, Elena, bitch, you pointed a gun at my man. I don't give a shit. Look, I got issues, okay? Elena's blood splattered and her body fell to the floor. I should be upset about this, but I'm not. I'm really not. I was more upset about Dante dying in this route than her. I wanted to save her, but in the end I couldn't. I didn't consider Elena's feelings. I thought all I needed to do was keep her away from drugs. I thought that would be enough to save her. I realized how naive I was, and my vision darkened before me. Anyway, you're soft, Redford. Yang shook the blood off his hooks and taunted the Visconti boss. Are you often misled by women? Did she tell you that she's important to me? Do you really think she's worth anything as a hostage? Yang gave a mocking smile and spoke in a careless way. Honestly, if this were in the good ending, I'd be like, bull fucking shit, you love me. In this one, it's like, I don't know. You kind of acted like you didn't love me. So, was that a ploy? I don't know. You think I'd give my life up for one woman? Or even offer my men's lives for her? Yes? Gilbert's eyes sharpened. If that's your idea of a bluff, it's terrible. But if you meant it, there's a problem too. Get him! Members of the Visconti followed his command and shot at Yang. Yang swiftly jumped and ran through the room, avoiding the bullets. His two best sidekicks are, They continued to rain relentlessly, and several made contact, causing him to bleed. He can't die. This is the best ending. Well, not best ending. This is the good ending. This is a good ending. He has to not die. However, Yang didn't seem to care and charged forward all the same. Until finally, he pressed close to the Visconti boss. Yang Shangao was right in front of my eyes. I have no idea. I'm just making up words now. Where am I, Lama Ding Dong? Sorry. I was being used as a shield. Yang seemed intent on stabbing the both of us at once. the end? That was literally the way that ended. I mean, of course, there's going to be an after scene, but it's like, he seemed intent to kill it. Black, wait, really? Damn. I mean, you knew there was an after scene because there's been one for everyone, but it's still like, okay. Good one, game. Because that's like a what the fuck moment. You're like, the fuck did you just do? That's worse than when I fucking cock block you guys. Alright. I saw Yang charge toward us once again. I was prepared for death, and I froze. Just then I saw a flash. This might be a longer part. The golden eyes captured me. I thought I heard a gunshot far away. He fell on his knees before me. Did he, just die for us in a way? I felt the arm around me loosen. I shook his arm off and ran toward Yang. Oh, this is our second CG and the good ending. Okay, it doesn't feel so good because I think he's dying. I think he's gonna die. I don't trust the game. Look, he's so beautiful when bleeding from the mouth. Jesus. They just made his eyes so beautiful. His body had taken the rain of bullets and he was covered in brutal wounds. Bright red blood came seeping from his chest. This is a normal ending? Wait. No! Stop! I muttered as if in prayer. He always continued fighting, no matter his wounds. But here he was, drenched in blood. The harsh truth was in front of me and I couldn't believe my eyes. I held up his blood-stained arms and he reached towards me. His eyes were slightly smiling and I'd never seen him so peaceful. His gaze, it was so tender. I wonder what happened to me. Yang! I touched his cheek with a shaking hand. I wish I could have played with you. Just a little longer. Those were his last words. Jesus Christ, game! The strength left his bloodied body and he fell to the floor. No! I mean, I really actually kind of want to scream that right now. The fuck? Okay. But I'm not gonna lie. In every other game where we get the normal ending and you're like, okay, so we're dating Dante, but we live at the church. Or now we're living with Nicola. All those things, you're like, huh. Usually in games, the normal ending is somebody fucking dies and you're like, how is this good/normal to you? So I should have kind of expected this, but the game set me up. This motherfucker set me up. Bitch, you set me up. You were like, the first route you're going to do, the normal ending, will actually be kind of normal. You'll go on little dates with your boyfriend. You live at the church, but then you're, still in love with him. It'll be kind of happy ending, where you'll be like, oh, the best ending is the best, but this one's good. If I had gone this one, I'd be okay. And then what we're going to do in Yang's is, go fuck yourself. Slap you across the face. Fuck you. You thought he wasn't going to die, bitch. I didn't. What? The fuck? Game. You rude. I didn't see it coming. Morning sunlight shone through the window, tickling my eyelids as they opened. I felt a chill as I got out of bed, opened the window, and took a deep breath. It's winter. My eyes thinned at the piercing cold breeze and muttered, all right, and I muttered. As usual, mornings at the church were busy. I swiftly got dressed and prepared myself for the day's chores. After Yang died, I resumed my normal life at the church. I prayed, cleaned, and fulfilled my daily tasks one by one. Every day life had returned to normal. However, I felt a deep hole in my heart. I couldn't even tell if it hurt anymore. Life felt empty and unreal. I wished I could leave. Well, Nicola's not dead. Dante's dead. Yang's dead. But, Nicola and... So, I mean, technically... Before it was 3 out of 5, and now we only got 2 out of 5. So, I mean... Oh. I had a broom in hand as I cleaned the backyard, and I saw a shadow. Yep. I assumed he came to visit the cemetery, so I gave a polite bow. That day, the Lao Shu lost their head and disbanded shortly thereafter. The Visconti currently ruled over Veleno.
They were now the largest family in Berlin. Their relationship with the Falzone family was good, and there weren't any disputes. Nicola. I wonder if you like lilies, too. I was alone leaving flowers on Dante's grave. I heard footsteps approaching and slowly looked up to see Gil. This motherfucker killed my boyfriend, you asshole. I know I'm supposed to, love you, but in your route, maybe I will, but right now I don't like you! You've come to visit. Yeah, well, I'm sure Dante wouldn't have been thrilled about it. I am not thrilled about it. This is my church and you stay the fuck out of it, you murdering psychopath! Look, I don't like him right now, okay? I was fine with him in other routes, but I don't like him right now because you killed my boyfriend and I'm pissed. This is the normal ending? God damn it, game! That's certainly true. I can see him saying there was no need. Looks like the Falzoner's still looking after that girl. A bit. She was unfortunate being manipulated by a man like Yang. Shut up, he was wonderful. I mean, Dante is the most wonderful, I'm not gonna lie. He's like the softest goddamn marshmallow. Nicola was gonna actually fucking kill me. And shit. Honestly, Dante is softest best boy, okay? He really is the safest fucking route. We've gone progressively darker as we've gone. Dante was the safe route. Nicola got a little bit dangerous and Yang was like, the fuck is wrong with us? I don't know where we go from here. We go to Orlok afterward, but I just don't know what that's going to entail anyway. It would have been nice to save her sooner. I don't know about that. We shouldn't be meddling in other people's love affairs. Gil stared at the girl cleaning the backyard and muttered. I think Yang hesitated for a split second back there. Usually he doesn't care about anyone dying. He's not even afraid of his own death. If he just stabbed her, then he would have gotten me. But he didn't. She may have kept her life, but she might have lost her happiness forever. You know what, Gil? I appreciate you actually acknowledging it, but I still don't like you right now. You're a good man, but I hate you. You're a smart man, but I don't like you right now. Phew. I stopped cleaning and looked up at the sky. It was as clear and blue as usual. I think snow will be falling shortly. Yang, do you like snow? I asked an unanswerable question and gave a bitter smile. There were so many things about him that I didn't know. God damn it. He never even told me his real name. I had so many regrets. No matter what I did, the thought of him lingered in my mind. He had captured my heart. Eternally. Sad. That's just... It's the worst normal ending in this whole game. I don't think I can handle... Okay. We gotta read the side story, so this part might go a little bit over because we've got 10 minutes left maybe, so... Extras. Short story. Look at his cocky fucking grin. Ugh. I love how... Okay. He's got that... he's got his hey, girl, Playboy winking at your sexy face. He's there's something wrong with his grin, but they're all happy. This is Dante's fucking happy face. That's Dante's happy face. Yes. Okay. So, yeah, we got 10 minutes, so. Oh, wait, is this his perspective? It is. I woke up. Dawn hadn't broken yet. Moonlight was all that shone in. Yet there was no night or day in my life. I awoke when I wanted and slept when I wanted. I'm not sure if that's... I'm assuming that's me. Rolling around in my sleep. When I tried to get up, I heard her voice in my arms. I guess it was idle talk. But now I didn't feel like getting up anymore. I did make her do a lot with me until late. I suppose I can let her sleep a little more. Haha, made her do a lot with me. You say made, and I'm just gonna pretend that I didn't enjoy it. Every fucking second of it. I tried picking up the golden hair that was tickling me and held it up against the moonlight. Looking back on my thoughts, what was I just thinking about? Was I just being considerate over a woman? Did I actually feel bad for waking her? It's true that I made her tired, so it's logical for me to want to be considerate. But
He's so confused. I love it. Ridiculous. I decided not to think deeper about it and closed my eyes. He's like, oh, sweet, I didn't mean to wake you. She's like, what? And he's like, what? Feeling the light, I awakened once again. I stirred and realized the woman who was supposed to be sleeping in my arms was gone. I got up and looked around the room. She wasn't here. And just then she seemed to finish dressing and return to the room. Oh, good morning, Yang. And for some reason I felt irritated. I raised my brow and she tilted her head. It's not your fault. I didn't know why, but that was usually the case. Whenever my moods changed, good or bad, it was always related to this woman. I woke up before dawn, but there was no need to go easy on her. I should have played with her until she woke up. Next time we'll do so. Yang? What's the matter? Actually, it's not too late. I can drag her into the bed once more. Despite my feeling bitter, this woman didn't understand at all. Well, not that I understood either. I at least knew she was to blame, so I had to show her. Yeah, it's all your fault that I can't control my emotions. Typical man. Blaming me for your fucking mental problems. It was unfair that I'd be the only one who had to feel this way. Just as I was plotting something evil, I came up with something. I may not get my mind off of it, but it'll be less troublesome. Hey, Space? I motioned for her to come, and Space approached me curiously. And then... Do we get a CG? Ah! He looks so sad, but beautiful. The funny thing is, right now, the pout on his mouth looks like Dante's standard face, and it's just really weird. You sure you're not related? It's because they're all drawn the same. But... Hey, you usually do this on your own. Why do you want me to do it today? Dress you? Oh, hi. No, just stay undressed. Just shut up and tie it. Oh my god, hi. This is beautiful. Oh, are we doing his hair? Oh my god, we're braiding his hair. Oh my god, we're braiding his motherfucking hair. She seemed to pout behind me. And regardless, I responded. Capital I for saying I, thanks. It's easier having you do it. I always thought it was a pain to do. That's so like you. But why do you want me to braid it? It gets in the way. Yang? Why don't you cut your hair? If you cut it, you don't have to tie it or braid it. It won't be in your way. It's a pain to cut it. It's like, I just want you to braid my goddamn hair, Spacey. Jesus! Just touch my hair. She fell silent, seeming unsatisfied with my answer. And she was still braiding. Not bad. I felt her fingertips gathering my hair. It would normally have been unthinkable to turn my back to someone and expose my neck. Like, what are we gonna do? Karate chop you? Dink! While she tied my hair, I couldn't move. So I got a little bored, but not bad. Not only my hair, but sometimes her fingertips grazed the nape of my neck and it felt good. And then on some days, no, I can have her do this every morning from now on. How cute. She's like, alright, I'll braid your hair every morning. And he's like, ah! He's like giggling inside because he loves it. And we're just like, alright, I'm braiding your hair. That's so fucking adorable. If she complains, I'll shut her up. Rather than make her understand through reasoning. And this woman looked better when I forced her to obey. No wait, Yang, don't move. I ignored her and turned around. No, but I like the CG, he's so pretty. My hair that left her hand fell over my shoulder. Ugh, I wasn't done yet. Now I have to do it over. Space. I looked into her eyes and spoke her name. With that alone, she seemed to understand what I wanted. No, it's morning. Doesn't matter. We just woke up. So what? I feel like sometimes she's like, no, but it's morning, we can't. He's like, and? But we just woke up, and I'm just doing this because I know it riles you up, and it's how I get what I want. Instead of being like, okay, he's like, well, that's no fun. She averted her gaze, embarrassed. Besides, we did so much last night. She seemed to remember, and her skin flushed with color. Seeing that, there was no way I could wait. I silently pushed her over. Her little scream felt good. I couldn't wait for her. I could no longer wait for her approval. More space. Let me hear you.
Wait, Yang!
And that you're the one who begged me to tell you, but you won't say my name. Oh, because this obviously happens. This obviously happens after the best ending, but we don't have time. I whispered in her ear, seeing her blush. Oh, his name starts with M. I looked down at her reluctance and grinned. Say my name.
Mao. Oh my god, we know what his name is. They actually told you! Mao.
That's right. Call out my name until your voice goes hoarse, and then people are going to walk by and be like, who the fuck is she talking to?
She's cheating on you, Yang, with some dude.
I was satisfied through the late afternoon. Space must have been really angry. But for some reason, I didn't find that annoying. Rather, it made me want to play with her even more. I love the fact that they actually told you his name. That's cool.
They were giving us like, oh, tell me your real name. And okay. I figured when she asked and he was like, I don't know anymore, that maybe he really didn't. But like, obviously he did.
Really, I didn't understand myself at all.
Aww. That's so cute. And Mao we can pronounce. Okay. Well, you know. There we go! Gallery, let's look at the CGs that are new. We're still missing one. It's gotta be in the bad ending. Because I don't know how the hell we missed one. Because those are the normal endings. No! Well, that would be... Where did we miss this one? How did we miss this one? And it can't possibly have been somebody else's route. I mean, maybe. There's 3 in the bad endings. Where's this one missing? I'm trying to see. Alternative bad ending 4. No, it doesn't say. There's 3 in the bad ending, which would be these 3. And then there's going to be the one, that's that bottom one that would be in that thing. So where the fuck is this one? We did all the choices, so how the hell... Interesting. I mean, maybe it is in one of the things, but the guide usually tells you. So I'm like really curious to see where that one is, because that seems to be in the middle of the route, you know what I mean? So like, and this was the after story one right here. And then these were from this ending, and then this is from the good story. Like, well, that's from the good story. So, like, I don't know. None of them have things, so. Oh, sorry, couldn't find my button. Hide text. So, I love this one. That's the one we're ending on, because that is, like, just amazing. She's like, I'm just gonna... Look at his face. Just want to zoom in on his goddamn face. It's perfect. His eye is goddamn gorgeous there. I don't know, I can't handle it, but... This one's tragically sad. Normal ending my fucking ass! But we ended with the good little, his side story thing, so that's okay. So, you know. We don't have to feel too bad about it. Shh! Oh no, that actually is the one from this one. I was like, wait, skip this one. No, it's not. That's right. So. Yeah, so, oh my god, there's a mosquito in my house! Get out of here. But yeah, perfect. So I can't believe that this only took an hour, but I feel like maybe the bad endings will take longer just because we've got the tragic bad ending, which seems to go, we start with chapter 5 to skip down that. Weird. Chapter 5 with high affinity and high wisdom is the bad ending. How? Plus then we have to go back and he has like, what, 3 or 4 actual bad endings? I don't know. He's got a lot of bad endings, so... I kind of feel like we should, well, maybe we should do all the other bad endings and do the tragic bad ending last. You know what I mean? Just because then we do the after story after the bad ending. So maybe we'll start with, well, no, but in the guide, the tragic bad ending. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We're going to start the bad endings in the next part. I don't necessarily know because the tragic one, well, no, because the other ones seem like there were only a couple of chapters. So maybe we'll do that. We'll do the other bad endings and then we'll do the tragic one. Although this one goes pretty far. Alternative bad ending 4. Huh. See alt bad 4 if you want a quicker way to get to the ending without all the dialogue. I mean, I'm guessing it's both. They're the same. But I wonder if one... I don't know. We'll figure it out. Anyway, we'll do that. We'll start those in the next part. Like I said, I don't know if we'll start just the regular bad endings or we'll start with the tragic. But I doubt we'll get through it in one part because it seems like they're going to be long. Plus, we have that side story. So, anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.